Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we've got something very nice and something that you might just want to get for yourself. Today we've got none other than the Artemis CP400. So let's get into it. Before we get too deep into this and before we have the walk around, just a big thank you to Mike at Security and More for sending this to me to review, and I've really enjoyed reviewing this rifle or this little pistol. And please get out there, support Mike. It's guys like him that make it possible for us small YouTubers to be able to review and give you honest opinions on the products that you're going to buy. So let's get into this. Okay, so start off with, it comes in a nice box, very nice foam packaging. You could even keep it in this box if you wanted. Would pose you no hassles. You get the actual pistol itself, and then you get 3 of these magazines. And remember, this is a semi-automatic, so you have to use the magazines. Along with that, you also get 2 extra of these, which I'll show you just now how to use that. Alright, so what's the features of this? Like I mentioned, this is semi-automatic and it has a little bit of a heavyish trigger, but it's definitely not too bad. It is manageable. We're going to have a look at the accuracy just now. It's got this little magazine, so by pulling this, the magazine comes out and the magazine takes 8 shots. Okay, and it just slides in there and it looks as such. I'll show you how to load those magazines shortly. It has got an adjustable open sight, which is adjustable for windage but not elevation, and then it has the front sight as well. It does have a 11mm dovetail on the top here, so you could fit a red dot or something like that. Just bear in mind, if you do fit a red dot, it would need to fit on either this front portion, or you'd need to remove the back and fit it on here, which is probably too small. It won't fit together with the magazine because the magazine will catch at the bottom of the dovetail. So something to bear in mind. In front, it does have a Picatinny rail here, so you could put a flashlight or a laser or something along those lines on the front here, and that would work just fine. The grip looks very similar to the CP2 grip, and in fact, if you remove this portion, I'm pretty sure the CP2 stock would fit on the bottom here, and you could use it as a small little carbine. So definitely also works nicely. It does have a hammer here at the back, but it doesn't really have a function. What it does is it helps to rotate the magazine, so it doesn't serve a function per se. The trigger is not adjustable, it's a fixed trigger, but like I said, the pull weight on the trigger is not too bad, but you do need to bear in mind that it's serving 2 functions. It's not just releasing the hammer to hit the valve, it's also rotating this magazine because it is semi-automatic. So let's have a look at some of the dimensions. So the barrel itself is 165 millimeters. This here caliber is a 177. I do not believe they come in 2.2. I think it only comes in a 177 model. This is a CO2 pistol, and the overall length of it is 290 millimeters, and the overall height is 172 millimeters with a width of around about 30 millimeters. The weight of this is 0.7 kilograms, so quite light and very nice to hold in the hand. Alright, so let me show you some of the parts that you need to know about using this, and then we'll take it out to the range. To load this is very simple. So what you do, remove this bottom portion. This one is already loaded, but I'm going to show you how to do it. remove this, and then just make sure the gun is on safe. So it is currently on safe. This whole handle or grip basically comes off. There you go. Now you can see our little CO2 capsule inside there. Then using the back end of this piece, just slots in there, and it can then screw closed to engage your CO2. And it's really that simple to load this, nothing complicated, and you can expect to get around about 40 shots out of a cartridge, which is reasonable, pretty similar to most of the other CO2 pistols in this kind of shape or configuration. Then slide the handle back in, slide this back in, and then tighten this down. And you're good to go. Alright, let me demonstrate how to load the magazine. So this is the back side or the front portion of the gun, and this one is the side that needs to face you. To load it, very simple. Take your pellets and just drop them in from this side, head first, skirt showing the back. Just remember one thing, they go in here quite easily. It's not that you need to press them, there's nothing holding them in place. So if you turn the magazine upside down, they will fall out. So when loading this into the pistol, you need to make sure that it's in this orientation, otherwise the pellets will fall out. Once it's loaded into the pistol, it's very simple and you won't have any issues with pellets falling out. So to load it, on the pistol itself, on both sides, it's got a little button that you push forward. So you can push it from either side, push it forward, and then you'll see there's a small little pin inside there, and that needs to be located into the center hole of the magazine over here. So push it forward, push it in, and then there you go. If this button does not go all the way back, then you know that it has not seated properly. Just wiggle it around until it gets seated properly, and you don't need to index it. You will not know which shot you are on, but it will index itself as it shoots. Then on the trigger itself, there's a little safety. So if the safety is on, you can do what you want. It will not fire the magazine. So currently it's in red, which indicates you can fire. If it's safety on, it cannot fire. Everything is safe then. Yeah, and that's all there is to it. This is shooting around about between 300 and 330 feet per second. So not rapid pace, but for target work or plinking, this will be absolutely fine. So let's do some range work on this. Going to shoot the target at 10 meters. Let's see what kind of a group we can get. Bear in mind, this is only going to be with open sights, so it is me shooting after all. So let's see what kind of group we can get. 5 shots, 10 meters. Here we go. Alright, so we did the group open sights, wasn't too bad. Did the group with the red dot, definitely quite a bit tighter. So let's conclude this. The cost of this is around about the same price as the Artemis CP1. So here in South Africa, around about 1,300 to 1,400 Rand. And for what would I recommend this pistol? Well, definitely for plinking, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. And especially with the semi-automatic trigger, it teaches you a bit of trigger control, teaches you safety, knowing you have to switch it on and off the whole time because there's nothing else that's basically making it safe. So that definitely is a reason that I would buy this. Also, if you want to just have fun with the family, get everyone involved, put out a couple of balloons, put out a couple of tins, see who can shoot the tins, who can get the most consecutive shots. You're going to have a ton of fun with this. Going to get a lot of shots per capsule, run about 40 shots, so definitely not going to be expensive. Do I think that you could use this for pest control? I'd probably say no. I think the power is a little bit too low for pest control. Would I recommend using this for serious target work? No, definitely not. The reason being the trigger is going to be a little bit too heavy. It's going to give you a challenge when you're trying to do target work. So yeah, that's it from me for the Artemis CP400. Is it fun? Yes. Is it going to bring a smile to your face? Yes. Is it going to bring a smile to everyone in the family's face? Most definitely. So go out and get yourself one. Till next time, guys, happy shooting. See you around.